Hi, I'm Marco Campagna and I work in the energy regulation sector. If you are looking for a podcast that helps you better understand the many aspects of the energy world, go ahead and listen. Hello, I am Marco Campagna and I am here with Carlos Batlle. I hope it's right pronunciation. He is very popular, so he's working in the Florence School of Regulation and as a researcher and also in the MIT. Carlos, I would like to ask you, power prices and gas prices are going really up. We had these price shocks, everyone knows about this. At the same time, at European level, to get the decarbonization target, we know that we need more electrification in final consumer use. How can we coordinate this with the consumer protection? Protect the consumer at the same time giving them a price signal, a market price signal to let emerge this demand side response. Just explain me also about the affordability option. You wrote an article about that. Thank you.
Okay, so let me see, Marco. Some things about that. One thing is that I think that what we are learning over this crisis is that more important than ever, we have to be able to differentiate who are the so-called vulnerable customers and who are not. And my concern maybe is that we are seeing in some countries, my home country for example, that there is very little political will to really make this differentiation. And I think this is a terrible thing because we are always listening to people complaining that energy should be affordable, and I think that we should be able to convince or persuade people that this not necessarily has to be the case for every single customer, particularly the wealthy ones like you, Marco, don't have to worry much about the electricity bill or the gas bill at the end of the day. I know that it might be tough, that people might some of us, we have to pay 2 times more than what we pay, but certainly I think that the first push that is important is to make these distinctions, and it's a responsibility from the political class to start differentiating an electricity customer from a voter, and I think that we are doing a good job at that. Once we do this, we have to be able to explain to the whole population that energy is going to be our way to survive, but at the same time it's not going to be cheap. And linking it to your question about what we call the affordability options, the main idea is that we have to do this at the same time, making a portion of it affordable, meaning that what is actually needed for people, this, I think we have means to make it accessible to certain people. So two things. One is that I think we have a lot of work to do in improving this idea on how to really help the energy poor to not only have a sufficiently good life with energy, but also how to be somehow engaged. I think Europe, I know it for my experience in the US, it was going in the right direction until very recently, and I think we are good in that. The other part of it is also, and what we try to do with these affordability options, but it's not a big idea, is simply to promote some sort of hedge that allows people to be protected against heart attacks, like what we are having now, like things that might happen that might be really tough for certain parts of the population to survive. And then at the same time be able to do it only for those situations and not for the regular moments in which we want people to be responsible, to try to do their best not to consume when the electricity is more expensive or when the gas is more expensive, trying to be more energy efficient and all these kind of things. And I think that both things should be compatible, so it will be more or less my statement on that part.
Very thank you, Carlos, and it was a pleasure to have you with us.
Okay,
Ciao.
thank you very much.